Hey guys, I'm Sam and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about how you could start decluttering your life because sometimes it becomes overwhelming. You don't even know where to start. So I'm going to give you 10 things that you could start decluttering today. First one is declutter all the clothes that you don't wear. Sometimes there's things that maybe don't fit you anymore and you're like, oh, I'm gonna drop a couple sizes, so I'm gonna fit back into that. Or maybe I'm gonna grow a couple inches, so I'm gonna fit into that. But realistically, you're never gonna fit into it. Or maybe you have some holes in it, or maybe you just simply don't like it. And you're like, no, I promise, I'm gonna wear it one day. And then you never do. Get rid of those items, purge those items. Now, number two in this kind of clothing realm is mismatched socks. Now, if you're the type of person that likes mismatched socks, that's fine, but at least match them, give them a pair. When you have so many random socks and they're just piling up, I have to say I am actually guilty of this. I don't know what happens to my socks, but I swear my washing machine like eats half of my socks. I have so many just one socks and I hate wearing mismatched socks. So I just need to purge it, I just need to get rid of it. Number three is go paperless. I know we get so many things in the mail, so many things like magazines or papers, but there's so many options online that you could just go paperless for your billing statements, for all of those different types of things. So I highly suggest to take a look into that, as well as anything you get in the mail. Try not to let your mail stack up. Maybe if you have like a magazine or coupons, you're like, oh, I'm gonna use these. I'm sure that you have old expired coupons or magazines that you're never gonna read just stacking up in your house. So go ahead and declutter those. Third is old electronics. Because I know we spent a lot of money on electronics, so once maybe it doesn't work anymore or we upgrade it and get a better one, we still keep that one as like a just in case thing. And if you're curious on like the just in case, I actually have a video up here that I'll post, but those just in case items hinder you so much that now you have a whole stack of all of these electronics. I know myself, I had a phone a couple years back and I had so many amazing photos on it and it just kind of crapped out. It doesn't work anymore, but I still keep it. So I'm like, oh, maybe one day I'll recover those photos, but I know I don't know how to recover them. I tried bringing it to the Apple store. It doesn't recover. I should just get rid of it and really just throw it out. Next one is old like books or even notebooks. Like let's say that you were in school and you have an anatomy binder or something like that and you're like, oh, well, what if I need to know what bone is connected to this ligament or what? No, you have Google. You don't really need any of those. Also, there's so many PDFs that you could find of books as well. So even though I know it might look nice having that like bookshelf or things like that, but you don't necessarily need a lot of those things. I know a lot of libraries take donations, so reach out to your local library if you do have some extra books, and I'm sure they would be happy to take them off your hands. The next thing that you really want to start purging is all of the kitchen utensils that you don't use, or the kitchen utensils that are just getting old and worn out. Even just getting, like for our registry, I put on a really nice set of like spoons and spatulas, whisks, like just one set, and I got rid of all of our mismatch. I got rid of all of those things that were like melted by the stove, and I just got one really nice container that had everything that I needed. The next one that is still within that same kind of realm, but is not necessarily kitchen utensils, but other things in your kitchen that you have maybe so many of or don't match. For example, if you look in your cupboard, I'm sure that you have like 20 different coffee mugs. Do you really need 20 different coffee mugs? I don't think so. Even if you just have one coffee mug, you could wash it and use it for the rest of the day. Now, I know some of us like different coffee mugs and it makes us feel, good when we wake up in the morning and take a motivational cup or things like that or whatever you like. But realistically, try and purge that. You don't need too many of those items. As well as another one is all those mismatched containers. We have so many that are maybe warped, the top doesn't fit on perfectly, or maybe you can't even find the top. Those are ones that you want to get rid of. Just get a brand new set of really nice ones, or just keep the couple that you really do use. All right, so this next one is going to be just for the ladies out there, or mostly for the ladies out there, but cosmetics, nail polish, things like that that are old. Let's say you have a nail polish and you really like the color, but it's dried out. You're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna keep it for God knows what reason. just throw that out. Or if you have a shampoo bottle, just a little bit left, use that. Get rid of those shampoo bottles. Try and get rid of and purge all the unused makeup. Maybe you upgraded and you got a new mascara. Get rid of that old mascara. You only need like one of everything. You don't need a whole bunch of things. So get rid of those. The next one, this one might be a sticky situation because I know it might be dear to you. It might be sentimental, but greeting cards. I know your grandma or mom signs those really cute birthday cards and gives them to you, and you might feel bad throwing them away. But it's okay to throw them away. It's not okay, though, to have a huge stack of them and you never read them. Now, if you're completely different and you take them out every year and you read them and you really gain value from them, as well as anything that I mentioned here, if you really gain value from any of the things that I mentioned, scratch those off your list. Because keep in mind that this list is things to declutter, but you don't want to get rid of things that you actually utilize and that you actually use. So with that, make sure that those greeting cards, if you do use them and you do read them and they do bring sentimental value to you, keep them. But I highly suggest to kind of get rid of them as well, because think about it. When is the last time you really read them? I don't know, but that's a question for you. So ask yourself, when's the last time that I read this greeting card from grandma or my mom or whoever? And if it's never, or even if it's a couple months ago, get rid of those. And our last and final 10th thing to declutter and get rid of is those paper bags that you might, I don't know, store under your sink, or those paper bags that you have, or sorry, plastic bags, well, paper bags too, but those plastic bags that you get from the store that you might have thousands under your sink or in like a big container that you store for who knows what, for a rainy day, I don't know. But take those plastic bags and get rid of them. We have so many of them, or a lot of us have so many of them, that we can't even keep up with the use of them, that they just keep accumulating. So maybe keep 10, 20 of them, just a couple just in case you really need them. But also starting to use like reusable bags and things like that are definitely going to be more beneficial. So I highly, highly suggest to get rid of those as well. So with that, those are our 10 things that you can start decluttering today, and I highly, highly encourage you to, right when we stop this, go ahead and declutter one of those, because we all have at least one of those on our list. Even if we consider ourselves minimalist, I'm sure there's one of those things on your list that you could do a little bit better in. With that, I hope you guys took something away from this video. I do have tons of other minimalism videos that I will link over here, but make sure that you come back next time, because I have more videos coming every single week. All right, bye guys.